Hello YouTube, just Paul again. Just want to show you some progress on the Super Cheetah. We've finally just installed the LEDs, but I want to show you how I installed the backlighting. I'll just turn you around. Excuse the mess, but if you remember, I posted some photos of how I did the LEDs. But what we've got here is just rectangular LEDs. There's a 490 ohm resistor in here. I didn't want an overbright. And what I've done is I've created a little manifold here with the LEDs. So I've bent, measured out on the display what spacing I needed. And I bent the positive leg across, bent one leg up, one leg over here, and put dabs of solder on them and trimmed the suit. And then flipped over and done the same. So then I have a contact point for the negative and a contact point for the positive, and you can see the resistor in there. All right, so this is a naked Super Cheetah or Stalker or whatever you want to call. Now in this radio you have two slots. There's one slot here under the switches, one slot here under the channel selector, and then where I put the LED is obviously where the meter light goes, so I've removed the meter light and put the LED in there. So all up, there's with today's changes of the mode switch and the RX and the TX, they're all green. So this is the Green Goblin project. So if we have a look underneath here, this manifold, which you see here, and you can start to see why I chose rectangular LEDs for this. They slide in, and then with a dab of super glue, they're in there nice and firmly. Now, one thing I do want to put care to, what I've done to protect this from getting a short, of course, because you've got a bare manifold, is I've had some heat shrink and I've cut it into around about 15mm thick or width, and I've stretched it over this manifold and then heated it down. So you can see, I don't know if you can see, okay, on here you can just see the edge of the heat shrink, and then that allows me, when I've put the strong adhesive on, I put the adhesive bonds to the heat shrink. And there you go. Now I'm still in two minds. I've ordered a new LED display to go green, but I want to just see how this looks. Okay, that's with the covers back on. It's more like a modern radio. I haven't hacked the radio. The radio is all standard. All of this is reversible. Tiny bit of a challenge in the back of the display, behind here with the LEDs. They reverse polarize one, forward polarize another, and they switch backwards and forwards. So just be very careful with your polarities. And you do need a fine tip soldering iron and be able to adjust down to low heat. A bit of housekeeping. When you desolder the speaker wires, it's always good habit just to mark on I use a bit of just ordinary tape, which one is positive, and also protect it. So I can have that off. If you really want audio, you can access the audio plug in an audio jack or a speaker whilst you're working on it, if you need that. But that's just a simple way of making sure that nothing shorts out and you keep the radio protected. What I might do is just go over the work that's being done. I have yet to tidy all this up, but I've run out of very fine cable ties. So anyway, so I've gone through and replaced all the caps through the radio. That fixed up audio issues, through here. The only cap that I have not replaced because I don't have stock is that one right there, which is a 0.22 UF in 16 volts. If you remember, these two caps both were leaking, and this one was on the way out as well. Now they caused some damage to the board, which I've sort of abated, and I let the caps sit just in, I haven't got them here, but I just let them sit in my my work tray, and the odour from them after a period of 3 days, it was not very nice. So it was a good experiment just to see that, and they ended up in the bin. All right, I'll just put the covers back on and finish this off. And there you go, this is the finished item. Covers are back on. There you go, a Super Cheetah with the green LED mod. Remember to comment, like and subscribe, and if I know anything I can certainly share it with you, and I do the same with everybody else. Thank you very much for watching, guys and girls. Remember, you can do it with a bit of research. Thank you.